Kailan at paano nalaman ni Pangulong Aquino ang tungkol sa engkwentro sa Mama Sapano? Yan ang inusisa sa pagdinig ng Senado kanina. Tingin ni Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago, bukod sa nagbitiw na si Director General Alan Purisima ng PNP at dating Special Action Force Chief Getulio Napeñas, dapat daw managot lahat ng dumalo sa meeting tungkol sa O-Plan Exodus. Kabilang na si Pangulong Aquino. May report si Ruth Cabal.
So who among you informed the President? Wala ho.
Walang nakasagot na opisyal sa tanong na ito ni Senator Nancy Binay. Nagtataka raw kasi ang senadora kung bakit magkakasama naman ang mga security cabinet official at ang Pangulong Aquino noong January 25 mismo sa Zamboanga City. Pero sa mga tinanong sa Senate hearing kanina, lumabas na wala agad nagsabi sa Pangulo tungkol sa nangyayari sa Mama Sapano.
Not one of you even mentioned to the President na there's already this big problem in Maguindanao.
We did not know that this was a big problem because we did not know that there was even an operation going on at that time po.
January 24, inilunsad ang O-Plan Exodus sa Maguindanao. January 25, napatay ang teroristang si Barwan at nangyari ang bakbakan. Nasa Zamboanga City noon ang Pangulong Aquino kasama sina Defense Secretary Walter Gazmin, DILG Secretary Mar Rojas at AFP Chief of Staff Gregorio Pio Katapang, DSWD Secretary Dinky Soliman at Budget Secretary Butch Abad para tingnan daw ang sitwasyon sa syudad matapos ang isang car bombing incident kung saan 2 ang patay at 50 katao ang sugatan. Pero bago pa man umalis ng Maynila, natanggap na raw nila ang impormasyon tungkol sa operasyon sa Mama Sapano.
May natanggap po akong text just before alas 8 ng umaga na merong skirmish or firefight sa pagitan ng MI at saka ng SAF. It was in the parang ordinary course of business na text na ganito nangyayari.
In-inform po kami by 5:30 in the morning or 5:45 na mag-ooperate na po sila. Wala pa po yung napasabak na, nagkaroon na ng mga namatay, kailangan na po ng reinforcement.
Si OIC PNP Chief Leonardo Espina na hindi kasama sa Zamboanga City, pasado alas 5:30 rin, nakuha ang text message ni dating SAF Director Getulio Napeñas. Pero di rin daw niya ito pinagbigay alam sa Pangulong Aquino. Sa halip humingi raw agad siya ng ayuda sa militar. Maging sa eroplano raw papuntang Zamboanga, di na pag-usapan ang tungkol sa Mama Sapano.
Hindi na pag-usapan sa eroplano. Ang dating nung text sa akin it's an isolated event. So, minarapat kong alamin muna kung ano yung nangyayari bago i-elevate sa level ng Pangulo.
When did you inform the President na may ganong nabubuong problema sa Mama Sapano?
Sometime around 11, ganon, na merong nangyayari sa Maguindanao. But again, hindi malinaw nga kung ano yung nangyayari.
Pagdating daw sa Zamboanga, naging abala na sila kasama ang Pangulo sa Zamboanga explosion. Alas 3 ng hapon, nagpunta pa sila sa blast site at bumisita sa mga sugatan.
Hindi ko po sinabihan ng Pangulo dahil unang-una, ang na-receive kong information, nagkaroon ng encounter ang SAF at saka MILF. To me, there was no sense of urgency. Pang-araw-araw na report yung natatanggap kong ganyang encounter.
Madam Chair, Your Honor, yes, hindi ko rin po in-inform si Presidente.
Parang ang hirap paniwalaan na umaga hanggang gabi na magkasama kayo ng Presidente sa Zamboanga, hindi nyo nababanggit yan. Katabi na ninyo yung Pangulo. Siyempre, responsibilidad ninyo yan at Commander-in-Chief ninyo yon.
Pero sabi ng AFP nang malaman ng 6th Infantry Division at Western Mindanao Commando operasyon sa Mama Sapano, agad daw nagplano at umaksyon. Alas 5 ng hapon siya pa lang daw nabigyan ng briefing ang Pangulo ni West Mincom Chief Lieutenant General Rustico Guerrero.
That is based on the information that I'm getting from my division commander. It's very vague. That's not complete. We're just trying to update him.
Now, at what time the President knew I cannot say.
Napakahina naman ng ating communication kung ganun. At talagang malaking pagkukulang yan.
Si Espina, alas 3 ng hapon na nalaman mula kay Napeñas na maraming SAF commandos ang namatay. Di rin daw malinaw kung sino ang nag-report sa Pangulong Aquino na napatay na ang teroristang si Marwan. Pero ang NOI-suspended PNP chief na si Alan Purisima, tinawagan kaya ang Pangulong Aquino na kasama niya sa ilang meeting tungkol sa operasyon?
Your Honor, may I be given time to seek clearance with the President to answer your question, Your Honor.
This is the prerogative of the President. If on the other hand, it also raises more questions on the panel.
Hindi niya gustong sagutin dahil siguro damaging yung magiging sagot niya.
Sa pakikipag-usap noon ni Pangulong Aquino sa mga PNP SAF trooper, sinabi niyang maaga pa lang nalaman na niya ang nangyari, bago pa ang pag-iikot niya sa Zamboanga City noong January 25.
Pare-pare tayong pagod mula nung linggo. Umaga pa lang sinabi na ako nung naging resulta kay Marwan. Tapos abang sinisiyasat namin yung pagbobomba sa Zamboanga, dumarating yung mga report.
Samantala, sa unang beses na nag-interpellate si Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago sa pagdinig ukol sa nangyari sa Mamasapano, napuruhan ng kanyang pagtatanong ang kakabitiw lang na PNP chief na si Director General Alan Purisima, na nauna nang umaming nagbigay siya ng advice ukol sa Oplan Exodus.
Preventively suspended ka, masyado kang maraming kinakausap at tungkol pa naman sa official and military operation. So what made you do that when you were under preventive suspension? And don't play words with me. Words are my livelihood.
Your Honor, when I made remarks regarding what was it been taken by Police Director Napeñas, it was mere an advice, Your Honor.
So don't quibble with me. I told you I've memorized Black's Law Dictionary. I only advised. I did not order. Really? Buti sana kung wala akong doctorate o hindi ako nag-graduate sa UP. Mas malas natin, I did both.
Your Honor, my intention was
Bakit ka salita ng salita? Ba't hindi ka na nahimik sa estate mo sa Nueva Ecija? Under preventive suspension kayo, nakikialam ka sa biro mo. 40 tao ang namatay. At kasali ka doon. Kung hindi ka siguro nakisali doon, baka buhay pa sila.
That is why, Your Honor, I am held accountable of the operation. That's why I resigned, Your Honor.
Ay, sus, maniwala naman ako.
Giniit din ni Senator Santiago na bukod kay Purisima at sa tinanggal na PNP SAF chief na si Director Getulio Napeñas, may dalawa pa raw accountable sa nangyari. Yan ay ang nakapulong ni Purisima at Napeñas noong January 9 bago sinagawa ang Oplan Exodus noong January 24. Sina PNP Director for Intelligence Senior Superintendent Fernando Mendez at si Pangulong Noynoy Aquino.
All four must assume responsibility for the failure of, in fact, not only a failure, but the carnage, the massacre that took place. They can be placed on courts martial. They can be charged as civilians.
Kaya naman naniniwala si Senator Santiago na fall guy lamang si Napeñas.
Who are the people who are responsible? Who are the people behind your back? You have assumed full command responsibility. You have acted as a gentleman. But I want to know, who were the people pulling the strings behind you? Since you are not the commander-in-chief.
Gayunman, nasermonan pa rin si Napeñas para sa palpak umanong operasyon.
I informed Police Deputy Director General Espina when the troops are already on the ground on the basis that first the mission as early as April, then in November and in December, it's a continuing mission already, and that authority is delegated on me. The time that the assault force should reach the target, according to plan, Your Honor, it's at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, pati sila umabot doon. Ano na naman ngayon ang rason ninyo? Yun ang plano ninyo. Bakit hindi nagayari yon?
There were intervening factors that happened along the way, Your Honor.
That means you're a failure. You're incompetent because you cite intervening factors. When you make a plan, there should be no such factors. The plan should proceed very smoothly, if not perfectly. The currents were very strong. The terrain was not was worse than we thought. Ang daming rason doon. Kayo nagpaplano eh. This was a failure. Nothing succeeds like success. Nothing fails like a failure. No matter what you tell me about who sent what messages, the thing is 44 Filipinos are dead. They will never live again. We'll never see them again.
Ruth Cabal, GMA News.